He's a man who he's about to race here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway this weekend at the Pennsylvania 250 Brickyard.
Yeah.
The cars are going to fly. The attitudes are going to flare. Mm-hmm. And if this man's racing, this man's winning. Ladies and gentlemen, KY Kyle Busch.
Yeah! KY!
Oh. Yeah!
Hey. Trying to call Rowdy.
Dude, I do. I love it. Thank you for making this happen.
KY. What's up? KY, how we doing?
I like that. Go around the horn there.
Put it on a box, maybe. Is that now a countdown clock for the race to start?
Yeah, well, the race is right around the
The
corner.
race is this weekend. Let's go.
Hey, welcome back to Indianapolis.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
Great
Always
to have
great
you here.
be
You
back.
are beloved here, obviously, Racing City. You are obviously Racing Man. And for us, you've always been so kind. We appreciate you.
Thank
This
you.
weekend, how do we feel?
I'm looking forward to it. You know, we had a fast race car here last year at Indianapolis. We were right there in the top 5 there coming down towards the closing laps. Kyle Larson stole the win, so we want to make that this Kyle this time.
Yeah, we certainly do. I think there's been some conversation about your car team, I believe, this week and throughout this entire season.
Yeah.
How do we feel? Get on the same page with everybody. Do we feel like we're working toward championship operation?
I tell you, it is not due to lack of effort. That's for damn sure. You know, everybody at RCR back there at the race shop, they're working as hard as they can. Engineers are trying to figure it out and look at all the notes and figure out where the speed's at, you know. So balance of the race cars has been pretty good this year, you know. Like the drivability feels okay. It's just the lack of speed. Like there's just guys that are out there that just have more potential, you know. They're just a little bit faster. So
the team aspect of racing, I think, doesn't get talked about a lot. Obviously, in Super Duper G1 Drive to Survive, they documented behind the scenes. I've yet to watch the entire series. I don't know how much they talk about how important that is. Obviously, growing up or becoming an adult here in Indianapolis, getting to know.
you have?
I think at this stage, we got kids now, dude.
I know. That's
Isn't that
right.
crazy?
Yes, it is. Damn sure is.
It is. It is a wild thing.
That's right.
Yeah, I've known you a long time.
I know. It's been good.
Yeah, I've become an adult out here in Indianapolis, so I learn a lot about the Indy 500 stuff and like the racing world.
Did you know much of that as like a kid?
Not at all.
Really?
I didn't know any of it.
Like
I know Pennsylvania. No, I was in Pennsylvania, but I know Pennsylvania's a big racing place too.
Right, for IndyCar stuff with Nazareth. Nazareth was around there forever. You never went there either.
Never. At Pittsburgh, we're football town. Football town, hockey town.
Yeah, Sixburg.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Looking for 7 with Aaron. You know what I mean? That's what Aaron's trying to do. But I didn't grow up around racing. Then you realize the engineering, the computers, everything happening behind the scenes are just as important. What's going on race day and it all. How many years is this now for you, professional driving?
Let's see. This is my 22nd season, I believe. 21st, 22nd. I've lost track.
And you guys race forever?
Guys are starting to like tap out around 44, 45 years old, somewhere in there. That's about the number. So
average career.
What's that?
Average.
20.
20 years?
I would say so, yeah.
If you make it past, 3 years or 4 years?
Yeah. Like if you're a guy who's sort of, you know, if you're winning each year and you're making your way through after about 4 or 5, you're pretty much, you can go all the way 20, 25 years, yeah.
How many different styles of racing have you done? Have you done any IndyCar? You wanted to do IndyCar. I think we would support you if you were to do IndyCar, by the way. I don't know how that whole process works.
It would be the Pat McAfee car? Is that what it would be?
Sure, done it before. I mean, I've been in it before, and we would certainly enjoy that, especially if we make it a good car, especially because I know how important that is.
We're busting news wide open today. Let's go.
Okay, so I don't know if the Indianapolis Motor Speedway or the Indy 500 would be on board with that, but if you were to try to do that and get into that, had you ever raced in an Indy car before? Have you ever driven an F1 car before?
No.
Have you ever felt how those cars are versus how...
I have not, no. Obviously, I've made my way in NASCAR. I've been in NASCAR Cup Series forever. The Xfinity Series I've raced, the Truck Series I've raced. So I've done all 3 of those. I've done a couple sports car races just here or there, and I've never gotten in an IndyCar, no. So
would you think you'd be able to do an F1? He's a massive F1 fan. Literally, do you think...
Anybody could do it. It's just a matter of doing it fast.
If you're good or not.
Yeah, right.
What is the mentality? Because I think there's like a cutoff for some speeds for drivers, right? Like there's some guys that are and girls that are able to operate at higher speeds than other people. Like that is a real thing that it holds back drivers.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a feel thing. Like when you're a race car driver and you're going out there, like you want to push the car to its absolute limits. And for me, what always sort of made me as successful as I was, like I could push it to that 100.5 5% line and just a little bit over the edge and yet keep it under control, where everybody else sort of lies within that 97 to 98% range. So you can get that little bit out of it. You can make a lot more hay in being able to get those wins.
We're going flat, right? You know what it's called?
IndyCar is wide open around Indy, yeah.
Yeah.
The stock cars are not. No, we got to lift. We're just so big and we're so heavy, and we don't have
big ass.
we don't have the downforce either.
D-Bud has a question for you, KY.
F1, the movie just came out. Obviously, there have been other movies that have covered motorsports. We know when we see like football or sports movies, it's some realistic, but a lot of how realistic are those movies with the team aspect of it and what the drivers are going through?
Yeah, my favorite movie as a kid growing up was Days of Thunder.
Hell yeah.
Days of Thunder was always my favorite movie. The nickname Rowdy sort of came from that a little bit.
Okay.
I certainly caused my own headaches, let's say, when in my younger years. But the Days of Thunder one was pretty real. Like, there was a lot of the crew chief talking to the car and like souping it up and getting it ready to go for the big race and all that, and then the drivers having their rivalry and hitting each other and not liking each other. Like, that was all pretty real. And then you had Ricky Bobby come out, right?
Yeah, his documentary.
And exactly.
Right?
And that was sort of a spoof, a little bit of a comedy to what we do and things like that.
But some real shit in there too, I bet, right?
Yeah, no, for fact. I mean, I'm a driver's wife. I don't work. Like, yeah, that's real.
Yeah. There's some things that they definitely captured in that particular thing.
Sure.
But obviously, they did in the comedic fashion.
Right.
Big
And
red.
so I haven't seen the F1 movie yet, but I'd be interested to see it. But like, there's been some other F1 movies in the past where they were pretty good. Like, they gave you that rivalry of those two drivers back and forth, and they told the true story of them battling for championships, and then one of them obviously getting in a bad crash and burning and things like that. And so it's the nature of how much you want to put into it and believe in it. But I would say 80% probably.
Okay, so we need to know that the Ricky Bobby thing real.
Yeah.
That's what I
80%
got.
real.
That's what I got from that. Pepe Le Pew comes in here and does his thing. Go ahead, Ty.
So you mentioned, last year that you thought you had a really fast car here in Indy and you had like the opportunity to win. Is that still, given what we heard, about your car from like the last race, like is that the expectation going into this weekend? And are there specific like tracks or courses around where it's like you maybe just, I don't want to say put more into it, but you understand like, hey, we have a much better shot winning this week than maybe we did last week?
Yeah, I would, with Indy, I love Indy. Coming to Indy is a lot of fun. I've really gotten pretty good here over the years. I won the race in 15, 16, should have won it in 17, but we got
screwed.
We got wrecked out in a late caution restart. But
That's bull.
I feel pretty good about me here at Indy. And then, the Chevy camp has obviously been really fast here over the years as well, too. Kyle winning the race last year. So I would think that our basis should be pretty close, that we can go out there and we can have a good shot.
AJ has a question for you from Ohio.
Yeah, I know you've been driving for over 20 years. What's your car like now compared to back then? Like, does it take more skill now to be a driver or maybe less? Because I know there's so much parity between the teams.
Good question.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So the cars the last 3 years have become more sourced from a single source supplier. So everybody buys their chassis from the same place. The bodies all come from the same place. The parts and pieces all come from the same place, where years prior to that, everybody always built their own stuff. You in-house, you would build your own chassis, you would hang your own bodies, all that sort. So I would say now the engineering aspect of what little tricks of the trade there are is huge. Having the smart people of being able to kind of go manipulate the little bits of gray area is way bigger nowadays than maybe what it once was. You could always manufacture and build your parts and pieces better than everybody else, where now all of that's the same. So how you assemble those Legos and manipulate those Legos, you got to be better than all the other teams.
It's a big deal.
And that's engineering.
Do you think you would have been a good moonshine runner or no?
Oh, hell yeah.
Back in the day?
Oh, yeah, I love the back roads.
That's what they said started the whole thing, right?
That's right, yeah. Moonshine running back in the days, guys souping up their cars. They had to run from the cops. Yeah, boy.
What a time.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That is literally how it started, yeah. And then now let's go ahead and get them on massive tracks in front of hundreds of thousands of people. This weekend in Indianapolis Motor Speedway, there was an announcement as we're coming up on a hard out. We can't thank you enough for coming through. There's a street race, I'm reading it right now, at Naval Base Coronado. Do you know about this? This
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, it just came out. So we've raced in the streets of Chicago the last couple of years. We've had a big race there. And so that race has kind of moved off the calendar for now. And we're now going to the naval base in San Diego in replace of that event. So Yeah, it's going to be sweet.
That's amazing. Happy 250th birthday to the United States of America. And I can't wait to see you guys ripping
Yeah, them
it.
big NASCAR drivers right there. They made a huge commercial about it, man. I wasn't invited.
Oh! They're always against you, KY.
I know.
They're always against the rowdy one.
Stick it to him.
I've always got a battle with the sheets over me, man. We got to go. We got to get back up to the top.
Jeez, that's awesome. We can't wait to watch you this weekend. Thank you for stopping by. You are the man.
I appreciate it. Yeah.